Good morning. Give me a second. Just adjusting the music levels and stuff. That should be fine. Yeah, anyway. So, this is not a normal, drawing stream that I do, but I didn't want to draw cats today. So instead, we're gonna draw Deltarune Stuff because, it's getting bad, man. Hello, welcome everyone. Let's play. Also, I have the Deltarune soundtrack in the background, on shuffle, so we may get some silly stuff in the background, but requests. So I will allow requests for this stream. I ask that they are Deltarune or Undertale related. But if there's a character you really want me to draw or something, or just something you want me to draw, I'm not gonna say, wait, what's Deltarune? Deltarune is a video game. How would I describe Deltarune? Rossi real world object. Ooh, what do I think Rossi is? I don't know how I'd describe Deltarune. It's a video game, made by Toby Fox. What do I have in here? I guess since I'm gonna here's a bunch of sprites that I have. So it has to be from that game. Just related in some way to Undertale or Deltarune is all I ask. But really it can just be like, I don't know, Ralsei eating a hamburger or something. Flowey in a hat, I don't know. And the sequel to Undertale. Well, no. It's not technically the sequel to Undertale, it's, what did the Steam thing describe it as? Like a sister game? I don't remember. An alternate universe to Undertale. Sandstorm is Sands? I will put that into consideration. I'd have to go get a Sans sprite and a Sandstorm, whatever. Can I draw Ann and Uzi from Murder Drones? I don't think those are not related to Deltarune. Those would be saved for an actual request stream. Okay, what do I think Ralsei is? I think he's cute, is what I think he is. I think there's a few things Ralsei could be. I know a lot of... I've heard people bring up that he is Chris's old, horn headband. I don't know if... Like, that would make the most sense, but I don't think that's it. Where's my music? Thank you. I feel like to make him make sense, I feel like his object would have to be something that can be found multiple places. My thought was that it was... No, it can't be. I was gonna say maybe he's Chris's cell phone, but no, the cell phone is in the Dark World. I've heard some people say, oh, maybe he's Azrael's hair. What if he's a tree? He could be, maybe. I thought a thought that I've had, he could be like a light bulb, potentially. And I have no... There's no basis to it other than the fact that I feel like he's gotta be something that shows up in every... Like, something that would make sense to be in each Dark World. Or in each, like, place that a Dark World is. I don't have Derpy on my head. No, I took her off. I can put her back on if people really want that. Hello everyone. Everyone's here. I'm gonna fluff up my Ralsei. Welcome to the stream where I indulge myself in my own hyperfixation because I want to. What we drawing? Right now I'm just drawing Ralsei while I'm talking. And then maybe I'll draw... Then I'll look at comments and see what I am vibing with. Now he's truly the fluffy boy. Here's a theory that doesn't make sense for chapter 5. Okay, I'll put there. Now Derpy's on my head again. Astor's gonna die on chapter 5. My theory is that he's going to be... I could see him being some... being in a Dark World. Later, whether it happens to be chapter 5 or a different chapter, I have not 100% certain, but I do think he's going to show up in a dark world, and probably he seems like he's going to be a little more aware of what's happening. He seems in on things to a certain extent. Also, my Ralsei light bulb theory will be made or broken depending on where the Chapter 5 light or dark world is. Because if it's outside, then there he is. He's floofy. Just a little guy. Anyway, what's everyone been shouting at me while I was doing that? Hi, kitty kitty. Someone asked for Sans Undertale and Sandstorm. Field of Pink and Gold. Yeah. Yeah, the Field of Pink and Gold thing. I feel like it's either gotta be the flower shop or I don't know. What am I looking for? Sans Undertale. Haha. I need to go back and re-look at the stuff in Chapter 4. I'm currently on my second playthrough of the game. But yeah, I'm currently on my second playthrough of the game. I would have just straight up played the game if I wasn't at the end of Chapter 2. It just doesn't feel... It doesn't make sense in my mind to just stream where I currently am. It would... In my mind, it would just make the most sense if I don't even know what I'm doing here. Anyway, no, you know what? I don't know how I'm going to do that, so I'm bringing out Susie instead. Where were her run sprites? Was that Chapter 3? Yeah, it didn't make sense in my mind to, start... To just play where I was. If I was at the beginning of another, playthrough, then maybe I'd play it on stream. Ooh, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Where is her? Anyway, I don't remember what I was saying. Does she have new walk sprites here? This is a good song. I like this. This is the... I forget when this happens. If I had to work with a secret boss, which would I work with? Ooh. That's a good question. I mean, logistically, probably, probably Gerson. He's cool. He's old. Togor. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna attempt another drawing of... I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. This is all just gonna be sketches. Maybe I'll color something, but I will be 100% honest. This is just an excuse for me to talk about Deltarune. Maybe I shouldn't have put the music on shuffle, because now that every time it changes, I'm like, what is playing in the background? I'm not used to drawing faces like this. I don't know. Blah, 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 blah. So fun fact that no one's gonna actually care about. So my first playthrough of the game was on the Switch version, which I would say if you want to... Where is that? You know what? If I'm doing... Now I kind of want to draw the Susie getting attacked by Derpy. I gotta find... I'm not at all used to drawing these characters, so I'm mainly going to be referencing off of sprites. Deltarune? True. True, the artistic traveler. Deltarune. Speaking of sprites, I've been looking through these. Where is this one from? I assume it's gotta be an act, but I don't... It's gotta be a chapter 2 act, but I don't at all remember where that... I don't think I have ever seen that sprite. of her dressed as a dog. Oh, this is the wrong sprite sheet, isn't it? Is it? I don't know. Anyway, another thing I want to see is the water cooler. Absolutely. Maybe I'll even draw the little guys whose name I don't remember right off the top of my head. Trying to find... Is it not in here? It must be further up somewhere. I could just look it up on my other screen. What am I doing? Hello, welcome. Oh yeah, I did see that. Whatever. Anyway. There it is. I found it. We're being all silly. But as I was saying, I would not... If you're not, if controller, stuff is not your forte, I would not recommend playing Deltarune with a controller. I learned it the hard way, because my second time playing, I am doing it on my computer, and oh, keyboard controls, they're so much easier. How am I even gonna... I don't even know what I'm... I don't even know what I'm doing here. Blah. Anyway, what else was I talking about? I am excited to play the game a second time, even though oof. I don't know. Derpy looks comfy on my head. Yeah, she does. I try right now. Blah. Anyway, more stuff to talk about. I guess I'll ask some questions for who's everyone's favorite characters? If you know any of them. If you don't know anything, you're fine. But I want to know what everyone's favorite characters are. Now the real struggle. How do I draw a body? Okay, this is turning into me just practicing how to draw. I know Undertale, not Deltarune. Well, what's your favorite Undertale character? Hello, welcome. I need to replay Undertale. That could be a stream. I wanted to do more gaming stuff anyway. I haven't played Undertale since it came out. So that would be interesting. Okay, this is what is playing in the background? Oh, okay. Hasn't it been a decade since Undertale came out? Yeah, the 10-year anniversary is coming up. I'm old. What is going on with her thing? Is that the Titan theme? I believe it was. I just have the soundtrack's just on shuffle, so I have no clue what's gonna be next until it's there. Did I get a chance to take a look at the family tree yesterday? No, but I'll do it right now. I'm not gonna have any questions, probably. If that's what you're waiting for. I want to see if Ralphie is a free PNG tuber. That would be cute. What is your Dark World outfit even doing? What am I even doing? That's the real question. Anyway, with favorite characters. How much about Deltarune do you know? I have played all of the available chapters normal route. I have not yet I am currently trying to get past the Snowgrave Route boss, chapter 2 boss, so that is a judgment. So I know a lot. I might not know some of the not in-game stuff, but have I seen the Roaring Knights sprite sheet? I can actually look at it right now. I have a sprite sheet thing on my other screen. Where are they? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. It is really big, actually. There's a bunch in it. I think most of it is, it seems like, all of its attacks and stuff and their effects are in the sprite sheet, which might be why it is so big. No, not Jeffel. Oh my gosh. Hello, welcome. What's Deltarune? It's a video game. It's an indie game, that I am obsessed with right now. Would you call it an RPG? I guess you'd call it an RPG. It's a bullet hell RPG. And if you know anything about Undertale, it's the same creator. I have no idea what I'm doing. I think this is as far as I'm getting on whatever this is. 'Cause I struggle. What is playing right now? Oh, okay. I did know that Deltarune is an alternate universe. Because I believe Deltarune was the original concept, and Undertale was made just for Toby to see if what he wanted to do was possible, and if he could develop a game. Then it became really big. And now we're here. Let me put this over here. I don't know what else I'm drawing. Ooh, interesting. I did not know that. Like I said, I'm in my second playthrough right now. And my first playthrough actually, my brother and I were voicing over, so I wasn't looking at the screen all the time. So I'm excited to see the things that I didn't see because I was reading the text. What else do I want to draw? This looks really bad, and I'm sad about it. So that means I'm gonna draw something else. I'm gonna I forgot this spread existed, and I saw it while I was looking for stuff. So I'm gonna redraw it in my whatever this style is. All bosses percent speedruns. It's just any percent but Hammer of Justice is slapped in. Interesting. They do the other super bosses. I don't know anything about the speedrunning stuff yet. Chapter 4's dead pixels. Are there dead pixels in all of the bosses? I only noticed it, I only started noticing them in... I saw the one for King, and I saw the one for Queen. I did not see the Tenna one, but I was kind of busy fighting. So that's a lot of fun facts you got, Paradox. I have side bangs, that's very cool. Murder drones. The Queen is here. King, Queen, and Titan have dead pixels, but I haven't seen Tenna's. I wonder what they mean. It's weird. They might not mean anything. But it is interesting that most of the bosses have one. Kind of off topic, but what do you guys label non-binary cats? I typically just say cat.
When the light is running low and the shadows start to grow and the places that you know,
like if you're doing a description, I usually just say cat, but I think Jack and Sam are both acceptable. Let me see.
Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just your own personal preference. I have absolutely no idea what Susie's hair is doing in this sprite. These talk sprites. How did I find out about Deltarune? Well, I was really into Undertale, and I'm trying to even remember. Is in the back. Okay. I'm pretty sure I saw people online talking about Deltarune when Chapter 1 first came out. And I was of course interested and downloaded it, played through a bunch of it, tried to beat Devil, couldn't beat Devil, gave up, and didn't forgot the game. I just forgot the game existed until Chapter 3 and 4 were announced. And then after they came out, I was like, huh, I should play Deltarune. And now I'm here, drawing Susie Deltarune on stream. Is a chapter game? Yes. There's gonna be 7 chapters, only 4 of them are out right now. And each chapter is technically self-contained. The stuff you do in one chapter does affect the other ones, but you can technically just play them in any order. What if you play Deltarune on stream? I've considered that. I definitely thought about it for this stream, but the current playthrough I'm doing, I'm at the end of chapter 2, and it felt wrong to... It didn't feel right to just hop on stream and be like, hi, if you don't know what's going on, you still won't know what's going on. I'm doing my own thing. But I am considering since I want to do like gaming stuff, some gaming stuff anyway. I'm considering sorry, my brain's not working. Hello, welcome. So I'm considering I could doing marathon, quote unquote, on streams. So playing Undertale and Deltarune kind of in order. That's not what I meant to say. But just, yeah, playing Undertale and then Deltarune back to back is what I had meant to say. Because it's been a long time since I played Undertale. I still need to figure out if I do want to do gaming stuff, when I'm gonna do it. Because I know I have gathered. I know a lot of the people who currently watch my streams. What is happening? Okay. But yeah, I know I mainly do Warrior Cat stuff. And every time I've played a game on stream, those streams have definitely been quieter. So I probably wouldn't do music is actively distracting me. Anyway, I probably would not replace, like, I wouldn't do morning streams for gaming. I tried that, but long form games, like if I was doing Undertale and Deltarune, I would need to do it multiple streams in a row. What games have I played on stream? Not too much. I did a little bit of Minecraft. I was trying to do Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. But I was setting I was doing making the gaming streams weekly and lost all motivation come week 2. Do my best queen laugh. I'm trying to. This is gonna be bad. So I'm trying to remember. Give me a second. Okay. Ready? Best queen laugh. How about that? Susie looked cute in your style. Thank you. I'm so glad. This is not it. That looks bad. This though. This is my Susie Deltarune. I'm gonna devour you right now. Thank you. I should play a variety of short games. Maybe. I've considered different things I could do. I don't know what I should draw. I don't know. What soundtrack is this? This is the Deltarune soundtrack. On shuffle. So that is why random things are playing in no sequential order. Anyway, on the topic of doing short games, I've thought about it. It all really depends on my mood and motivation. And just finding something that I'd be interested in. Alright, Derpy, let me bring her up somewhere. I was asking about the specific song. Oh, yeah, that was the choir in chapter 4. Well, I don't know what it was called. Where was it? No. I think it was just called Hymn. Like HYMN. What version of the Queen theme was that? I don't know. I didn't actually get a look before it changed to the next song. It might have been... I don't know. Do you or did you play Warrior Cats Ultimate Edition? I've played before. I never have anyone to play with, so I just haven't done it all that much. If I did Undertale and Deltarune, I've been debating doing some later in the day streams. I might save those for like a weekend thing. I don't know. I've been thinking of doing some later in the day streams. And I think that would be the perfect time to do gaming stuff. Fun fact in chapter 4 on the piano. Yes, I played a bunch of the songs. Or I looked at the Easter egg songs. I did, in fact, get run over for playing Megalovania. Yeah, I've been considering later in the day stuff. I would have to decide how I'd want to do that. The reason I usually don't do later in the day stuff, and I specifically do super early in the morning, is because of the TV noise. Because once the TV's on, I have no control over how loud it is. And I don't particularly want it in the background of the stream. I'm trying to find a workaround, but unfortunately my desk where I am right now is in a living area. So I have little control. In chapter 2, at the end where Chris throws their soul into the bathroom sink cabinet. Oh, interesting. I'll have to try that. Task runs for chapter 2. Spam the interact button so fast that Chris slides into the window. Hello, welcome. Warriors in 2025? Yes. I mean, it's still an active series. Boom, Jevil. Oh, Jevil. I had so much trouble. Oh, thank you. See you, Loyal. Have a good day. I meant to draw a bunch of different things, but this is just gonna end up with me drawing Susie for a million. Whatever. Who cares? I don't care. Cattails? I've considered cattails for something to do on stream. I've done a bunch of clan gen. If I can figure out how to set up stuff so that I can put my warrior cat fan clans into clan gen, then oh. Hello, Rat Studios. Welcome. Stream time just reached an hour. Yeah, that's pretty normal. But anyway, I was saying, because my setup is in a living area, I can't really control the noise, and that's why, like, if I had a choice, I would probably not stream so early in the morning. Oh, I love this song. Anyway, I probably wouldn't stream in the morning. I'd probably stream later in the day, but again, I don't have any control. I never beat Jevil and skipped him. Jevil was... So, I said this already, but my first playthrough was on the Switch version with the controller, and I'm not amazing on controller. I have yet to beat Jevil on the Switch version, but now for my second Deltarune playthrough, I'm playing the Steam version, and it made a crazy amount of difference. I beat Jevil in 2 tries. And I still am unable to beat him on the Switch version. I just have so little, it's just so much harder. I have to go right now, but well, have a good day if you don't end up coming back. It's honestly the move where you have to spin around the spades. I mean, you can... An alternative to it is sticking to the bottom and just moving side to side as they come, but I found it's actually kind of hard. I eventually got into just spinning around the spades. What I found the most difficult, what I found the most difficult from his moveset was the second carousel move with the ducks. I hate that. Also, Jevil's knife, I would get into... I had it for a little bit, and then I lost the rhythm and never got it back. And instead I traded my ability to no-hit the Jevil's knife for my ability to no-hit the first carousel move. Yeah, that's like the 4th move, I think. I don't know. I grinded the Jevil fight for so long on the Switch, and the fact that it took me 2 tries on the Steam version is still like, oh my god. I've still yet to beat the knight. I cannot get past its third attack, but we will see once I get to that point on the Steam version, if it's any easier. It's impossible to do Jevil without grazing purely because of the carousel. Interesting. I didn't know that. Yeah, I have to see once I get back to that point. Try guarding on attacks that are hard for you. See, the problem is that I die by the third attack. Regardless of what I've done. But again, I'm hoping that using a keyboard will make the knight fight easier for me. I'm just more used to using keyboard over controller. Plus the Switch controllers we have kind of suck. Do I have the Shadow Mantle? In the Switch version, yes. I'm still in Chapter 2 on my Steam version, but I will be getting the Shadow Mantle. It did not help. But yeah, I got the Shadow Mantle, and I still lost during that, the move where it splits the screen and then all the, like, jagged things are dropping. I kept dying. And for the other super bosses, I beat the Hammer of Justice on Switch, which it's still crazy that I was able to do that. And technically I have Spamton Neo beaten on that file, but only because my brother was messing around with it while I went to go do something, and he beat Spamton in like 2 tries. The worst fight I had to do for Deltarune Undertale was the genocide route. Oh my god. I don't even wanna... I tried the genocide route, I couldn't beat Undyne, and I gave up. I don't like doing the bad routes anyway, but nah. Undyne kept killing me. But yeah, my brother beat Spamton Neo, and neither one of us could beat the knight. But I'm hoping I get to prove that I've actually gotten most of the controls down when I do everything myself the second time. I still hear the dinging of the arrows sometimes. After playing Deltarune, I don't think I want to do the genocide route. Bluff. Deltarune fans getting mad at people for doing weird route. Give me flashback. Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't get... People shouldn't get mad at other people for playing the game. If it's like your first... Like, the only reason I would feel weird about people doing like Snowgrave if that's your first playthrough, then it's a little like, why? Isn't murder just the prophecy? I'm not sure. Yeah, like I said, I don't understand people getting mad at people playing the game. Because also, like, I did fully pacifist, and I'm doing a second fully pacifist run with Deltarune, but I'm still gonna experience weird route because, like, I want to know what happens. What do you think the Roaring Knight is going through in the shelter after kidnapping Undyne? Oh my. I wonder what's in there. Haha. I like this song. I can never do a weird route, especially with Rossi. Yeah. I mean, it definitely doesn't feel good to do it. Should I lock in and make Deltarune candy? Go for it. Yeah, it definitely doesn't feel good to do the weird route. Because I mean, I definitely don't I've only seen the chapter 2 stuff, But yeah, taking the agency away from Noelle does not feel great. But I still wanna see what the differences are. Gameplay wise. And everything. The only thing I do in Weird Food is beat the hell out of Birdly. Honestly valid. I'm sure there are redeeming qualities to Birdly, and I'm sure I just have not seen them yet. I don't particularly care for Birdly. Draw Susie's dinosaur costume? Ooh, maybe I will. She's funny. So see you, Rat Studios. Have a good day. He had a donation chain for I'm old. Oh, that's cute. One guy named himself Birdly and said I'm cold. Oh. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people who really like Birdly. So I feel like there's gotta be stuff that I just haven't seen that make it clear that he's not just a weird little incel. But for now, I have not found it. Because there has to be something that I just haven't seen. I've seen the ship art. I've seen the shipping culture stuff. So I don't know. Toby Fox called speedrunners fast little boys. That does seem like weird bastard. Yeah, I don't know. There's gotta be something to Birdly that I've just not seen yet, but, right now I think he's a little weirdo, and I actively chose not to engage with him when I could. I do wonder what Chris thinks about him. I think besides I don't know. I haven't seen all that much. I don't know. From my playthrough, I didn't see all that much of how Chris feels about him. I'm not sure. I don't think they particularly care for him, but I don't know. I only interact with him because I like dubbing him. Same! That was the only redeeming point of his existence, was because when I was playing with my brother, I ended up voicing all of the, like, main characters. And I just liked doing my Birdly voice. So that was the only thing I liked at all about Birdly, was just giving him his stupid little nerd voice. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I should draw something that isn't just Susie. What do I have in here? Spam Tong. He was here. Looks like I can draw more Ralsei. That one really low quality talking sprite for Susie. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, there it is! I was about to ask what chapter it was in, but... Anyway, yeah, that was the only thing I liked about Birdly was giving him a stupid voice. Did you say Ralsei? Oh, I can't read. I'll find the Ralsei one as well. I know where that is. There's Susie's. Let me make that a little smaller so it's not taking up literally everything. Let me find Ralsei's. That's probably in his chapter 1 stuff. Right? Yeah, there it is. What is playing right now? I have no idea what that is. Oh, yes I do. Never mind. Draw a Giga Chad Lancer. That sprite's so funny. I'll even draw his weird horns, even though I don't. I don't like that his sprite horns and, or his talk sprite horns and his overworld sprite horns go different directions. That's weird, but whatever. I wish I could do a good Ralsei voice. Yeah, his voice is hard. What did I can't even remember what voice I did for him. Deltarune was honestly just me practicing voice acting. I feel like that's like the fun part of games that don't have voice acting, like text-based stuff, like Deltarune or like visual novels. There we go. It's just doing do your best rules impression. What did I do for rules? I need to look up some of his dialogue just so I can read off of it. Where's this stupid man? What's some good blah, 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 blah. Did I play chapter 4 yet? I have. I have beaten all of the chapters in normal route. Trying to find a good how hard is it to find? Okay. I'll do his little talk thing. What voice did I do for him? I amped the Duke of Puzzles. No, that's not what I did. I don't know. So I have a laser pointer. My hobbies include calligraphy. I don't know, I give him a haughty voice, and then struggled immensely trying to read his messed up stuff. His weird text. Dare me to draw Nico from Hit Game One Shot. I don't know who that is. Maybe on a different stream. And after I look up who that is. Dubbing Ralsei in the last part of chapter 4. It's a big test. Yeah. Oh. Chapter 4 was a lot. Yeah, that whole emotional scene was... Oh, it was a lot. Especially since as I said, what? I keep looking at these sprite sheets and finding stuff I have not ever seen before. But as I said, when I was playing, I voiced Susie, Ralsei, Noelle, and Birdley, as well as a couple other characters, but so my playthrough was me yelling at myself. Made all of Rules' dialogue from that one pirate part. I think I saw it somewhere around here. I don't know. Hello, welcome again. Draw Tenna. Okay, let me snag myself his sprite sheet really quick. Where would he be? I guess he'd be down in... There he is. Oh my god. Is this both of them? It is. His sheet's so big. What character am I on now? I'm just sketching whatever. I guess we're drawing Tenna right now. Let me find... I'm just gonna draw his head because, I don't normally draw, I'm not used to drawing, like, oh god. Anyway. The music. I'm not used to drawing, humanoid characters. That's the words I'm looking for. I will draw Susie in her dinosaur costume after this. It's good. You know what? Anyway, let me go down to one of his silly little... I love his silly little dances. Okay, I might have to change the music. Give me a second. World revolving is distracting me. Anyway. Okay, so what music is it gonna play instead? Hello? Anyway. But yeah, doing the voices in chapter 4 was a lot. Plus I was the one playing the game, so... Okay. You're so funny, playlist. Good at making random cats with abnormal colors, but not people. Yeah, same. There. The man, the myth, the legend. He's here. Kinda pissed me off I didn't spare him. Oh no! Poor Tenna. I like Tenna, he's cool. Oh, thank you, Candy. Every single bit of static on the TV. What sprite of her little dinosaur costume do I want to draw? She's so silly. He hurt Fluffy Boy, that was a federal offense. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I spared everyone, so I forgot about his misgivings. I mainly wanted to spare him anyway because, of the NPC who asks for entertainment. I clocked right away that that's where Tenna needed to go, and that became my, my goal. To the point where, the first time around, I beelined it to that, I beelined it to that NPC and, didn't get to see Tenna in the Dark World, or in Castletown. What wins, love or hate? Love wins. Yeah, I don't know. What brush is this? It's a rough pencil brush. Yeah, it's a default brush on Medibang, and I like to use it for sketching. Oh gosh, here's the difficult part, is drawing the rest of the costume. Yeah, it's just a default brush. Oh gosh. Let's see if I can accomplish what I'm trying to do. Are you drawing on a laptop or computer? I'm using a PC. Yeah, a computer. And I use a drawing tablet. There's an art style I want to learn. Yeah, it's just I use. It's just a regular rough pencil brush. Ooh. I find that hard, but it seems that you and looks me have that under control. Oh, this is quickly becoming bad. Maybe if I draw her hair first, that'll make it easier for me. Have I seen Deltarune the recap? No, I have not yet. I am currently trying to find a bunch of Deltarune stuff to watch, because I was fully keeping myself in the dark until I beat chapter 4, and now I'm free. What are your arms even doing, Susie? Just keeping myself in the dark. Hello, welcome. Now this soundtrack is very silly. I haven't a clue what's happening at this point. That looks really bad, but you know what? We're gonna call that finished, put it up there, and pretend it doesn't exist. It's crazy how people can plan and draw out iron art that fast. It takes some... I mean, these are all just tiny sketches. But there are people who can sketch super fast, which is... I don't know how they do that. Where's that cute sprite with him playing with his ears? Is that in this chapter? I think it's gotta be. Where is it? Not that one. Or am I thinking of... I might be thinking of the wrong sprite. It might be in here. It might be the... Fun gang pose. I don't remember. Never knew what true happiness was until I drew a jack-o'-lantern cat. Oh, that's cute. Dude, where is the thing that I'm looking for? Spamton's back. Maybe that was it. I don't remember. Oh, these might be what I was looking for. I should draw Noelle. I have her on here. Let me find her. I did a drawing a couple days ago. I still have it up, where I drew a couple of the characters. Now I am attempting to refine my style with these guys. I'm trying to think if there was something, a sprite I particularly liked. I don't remember. I will just look at her little walk cycle. Yeah, at this point I'm messing around. It was my first reaction to Lancer versus Susie. Ooh. I felt are you talking about the the scene in the jail where Susie's beating up on Lancer and he's that's the scene you're talking about, near the end of chapter 1, then yeah, I thought that was so sad. I felt really bad for them, especially since it's, I don't know, yeah, I'm trying to think of how to word. I thought it was really sad. I felt bad for them. Especially Susie. I don't know. I don't know how to. That was like a while ago. Not that long, but I've got bad memory. I thought it was pretty sad. I really like their friendship. I think at a certain point I started running into the bullets. Or running into the attacks, I should say. Because I did not know how it was going to end. What's on now? Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure at a certain point I started just running into the bullets to try and get the fight to stop. Possibly thinking that's how you were supposed to end it, but I don't remember. It feels like it has been like 50 years. Even though it's been like a month. This looks kind of bad. Whatever, I'm figuring it out. Feels like it's been a while since I started playing. Give me just a second. Okay, back. The Versus Susie theme is so amazing. All of this music is so good. I don't know how it's possible for all of the music to just be amazing, but it is. I don't think I could name a bad track. From this game. And I just, it's a little sad that I, had not gotten more into this game earlier, but also, a little bit of a blessing in disguise, because I, did not have to be conscious of the, egregious wait between chapters 2 and 3 and 4. The only bad sound in Deltarune is the piano fail. I can see why you'd say that. It's not a pleasant sound, but also it makes me... It's a good bit of, okay, I don't know why she ended up looking weird, but whatever. I like its use. Especially in the light world, it gives more characterization to Chris, in my opinion. And I adore seeing any kind of Chris characterization. I love to see. She turned out looking a little weird, but I'll try again. Put her over there and pretend she doesn't exist. Kind of looks like a dog with antlers. Yeah, a little bit. I don't think I put the face in the right place. What is she? She's a deer. Let me start scrolling all the way through. Yeah, she's a deer. You know what? I know what's missing. I'm like, she looks weird. I wonder why I didn't add I didn't add her ears. That's why she looks weird. There, now she looks better. Now she doesn't look so uncanny. Also, I guess I didn't draw her little things, but whatever. Oh my god. I'm like, something doesn't look right. Ugh. Dare me to draw Carol? Ooh, Carol. Let me find her. Where is she gonna be on this? I've got a whole, I'm looking at a website with all the sprites on them. Oh my gosh. Let's find Carol Holiday. Nope, that's Sans. Oops. I don't know why her sprite sheet is green, but whatever. I forget. Yeah, she does. She's got little talk sprites. Anyway, forget what I was saying. So I guess it didn't matter. Does Deltarune have game lore? Oh, it is. Yes, it does. It's a story-based game. There is lots of lore. And I'm pretty sure there's some outside stuff, but you don't need it to understand the ongoing story. I think it's mostly just the creator giving people stuff to look at, giving fans stuff to think about and look at while the game is being developed. Put her eyes too close to the side. Yeah. Yes, there's plenty of lore. And there's also, like, there's shared lore with Undertale. Somewhat. They're clearly two different... They're two different worlds with their own stuff going on, but they're in the same... Two different universes, but the same, like... I don't know. They've got some stuff they share. Okay, I'm gonna finish drawing this lady. Deltarune is an AU of Undertale. Yeah. Yeah, they share some stuff, but there are major differences. They share some lore and they share some characters. Okay, okay. The shuffled music is extremely distracting. Why Carol's so blue? I don't know. She's all angry and stuff. I don't know. It's 'cause she's cold. Ah. Can't wait for the music to match the tail wag. I'm sure it'll happen at some point. It's always funny when that happens. Music? Oh, it's just really quiet. I'm gonna skip to the next track. Oh, lovely. Let's not forget her ears. Of course I did that. Okay, Angry Lady complete. Actually, the original Star Walker gives 5 health. I did not actually know that. Is that Noelle's mom? Yes, it is. She looks off. I think her face needs to actually be longer. I'll move the rest of her face accordingly. Okay. I may have moved it too much, actually. Let's just do that. That doesn't really matter. Whatever. Anyway, it has been 2 hours, and so I'm actually gonna end stream here. Because I'm gonna end stream here. So with that, thank you guys for watching. I will be back again on Monday at 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time with probably not Deltarune stuff, probably just my normal Warrior Cat stuff, but honestly, we'll see how I feel. But yeah, have a good day, and I'll see you later. Bye.